Hey everybody, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the drawing tab so that we can get started. Wait 1 minute. And there we go. Hey everyone, today I am joined by my guest, Paru. I'll let him introduce himself.
That's me. That's my name.
Yeah, you've probably seen him on Twitter. He does a lot of cool drawings there. And maybe on some streams too, because we were just talking about how very active Paru has been with collabs over the past.
I get around.
Yeah. So maybe I'm the one that needs introduction. I am AIM. Maybe. Sometimes, despite this being my channel, I feel like I'm probably the one who needs the introduction a little bit more. But yeah, I'm AIM, former Demon Duke. Nowadays, I spend a lot of time just taking the edge off of my new job by doing little doodles like these. So anyways, we're happy to have Paru here today. I'm going to give them a shout out real quick. Give me a second. Here you go. So if you're not already following Paru, be sure to do that. Oh wait, I just noticed that my chat icon has finally upgraded to the 6 months version.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, actually 9 months. Time flies. Alright. So anyways, when I usually have my guests on, just as a kind of a warm-up type thing, since it can be hard to figure out what to draw, from nothing, I like to give out a sort of a secret theme. I was thinking that today, and I've been watching your Twitter and the stuff that you draw, we might start with a theme of your favorite fighting game characters. Because I know you sometimes draw like Jacko and such.
I draw many.
Yeah.
Many a fighting, many a game. But
right.
Especially Guilty Gear, because that's my favorite.
Nice. I feel like drawing some Guilty Gear too, so why don't we start with that? And, if at any time you find yourself craving or inspired of something else, feel free to draw whatever you feel.
Alright. Just gotta think,
Yeah, I gotta look up.
So many peak character designs.
Right. My brother was actually just going through the new Guilty Gear story mode, which was interesting because if you know about me, I'm a huge Faust fan. So I was like, so Faust is going to do something in this story mode, and I don't know what. And I'm not going to spoil exactly what happens, but it was a pretty strange role for Faust in this one.
I don't know. He's just doing his thing, and then. I guess now we know how he got fucked up.
Yeah, that's true. It filled in that blank for us, for sure.
Because between Strive and where the X-Red series ended, it's only been 3 weeks.
Golly. Yeah, I forgot about that. Jeez.
You think it would be longer, brother.
Yeah.
Mr. Daisuke's like, no. No.
I see.
Mr. Daisuke, why did you want Faust to be in this weird zombie state? I don't know.
Oh boy.
No more comedy in my Guilty Gear.
Right. Just a little bit strange. That's okay. I'm just going to draw Faust. I am a Faust player, so, I'm not the best at Guilty Gear, but I think I was okay with XX Faust. Didn't play XX that much. But it is quite different adjusting to the new Strive Faust because so many of his moves have...
He's completely different, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Who do you play do you play Guilty Gear yourself?
Of course I do.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Some people just like, the fighting game characters and
Nah. I'm in my fighting games. I'm there. In Strive, I guess, my main character would be Giovanna.
Okay. Cool.
Because I just like characters who are the play Star Wars, just keep charging, just keep going, just keep hitting them. You don't need to hold back. You don't need to worry about anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, from my experience with Giovanna Online, that's definitely how she plays.
That's how you play Giovanna. You just gotta keep kicking.
Exactly. It can be fun to do that.
It's also I really like how Testament plays in Strive, so I've been playing as them a lot.
Oh, nice.
Because I didn't like how Testament used to play, because Testament was all about just setting up traps. I'm like, that's boring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that.
I got you.
But in this one, it's just like big spikes go whoosh. I'm like, yes.
I see. Yeah, it's been kind of a hotly discussed topic, the changes to Testament in terms of they play so differently now. Man, there was some Testaments. I haven't done a lot of tournament stuff, but I did do sort of a casual tournament with some other VTubers one time, and the person who was playing Testament there was just a destroyer. I think they're still in a lot of these VTuber type tournaments, but it's sort of put a fear of Testament into it.
Let's see which brush did it give me.
Oh yeah, if you do have
There
fire
we go.
guard time. Okay, sure.
I'm gonna draw Sin. I played a Sin
Oh, cool.
a lot
I
in
got
extra days.
Yeah. It does seem pretty likely that Sin is coming back now that we've seen
Oh well, I mean, he was already. There was the good old data miners found dialogue between him and Biken already. So
True. Yeah, it was pretty much a foregone conclusion.
same happened with Slayer as well. So
Yeah.
Slayer and Sin are definitely gonna be in season 2. I feel like Sin's gonna be the first season 2 character though.
Yeah, that seems pretty darn likely.
I love playing as Sin so much.
Nice.
It's just all about combo. Wait, give me a minute. Gotta eat. Combo.
Gotcha. I didn't play that much Xrd, so it'll be pretty different for me to see Sin back. I guess this will almost be my first encounter with him. But I do have a lot of history with Slayer. My brother used to play Slayer a lot, and Slayer's always been pretty cool. So I'd be happy if Slayer.
He's one of the only characters who just fights with his bare fists.
Right, exactly. And
it's
so,
what about Potemkin's got a suit of armor on? That doesn't count.
right. He got such an elegant fighting style. It's sort of dancing moves. I appreciate it. I guess it's pretty likely that Delilah will show up, maybe.
Delilah's a definite.
Yeah. The boss just usually.
I couldn't get into Bedman in the Xrd games. I'm okay with complex characters, but you have to remember timing and stuff, since a lot of his ability relied on freezing a character in place and stuff like that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do this. My monkey brain can't handle this action.
Right. Some characters are just a bit too technical for me. I can't. I've heard that Jack-O in the new one is really technical. So, I mean, in Strive, but.
I can play as her in Strive just fine. My issue is I don't have a fight stick though, and one of her freaking main ability of summoning the little dudes is like a half, when you gotta move the stick halfway, then press square. But so much is already assigned to that, and the controller can't pick that up easily. So I'm always just how properly menu when I have a fight stick?
Ooh, yeah. I guess.
Just give me a bit.
For sure. I've never, actually, at one point I did try to use a fight stick, but for me it's just, I don't know, I guess because I'm not I don't know, I end up using I always kind of gravitate back towards the PS4 type controllers.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of reasons to learn to use a fight stick if you can. For a while my brother was using one. He kind of took my old one when it just sort of fell off of it.
Reuse, recycle.
Right, exactly. Have you seen that picture that's going around with that person with that big, Papa John's pizza box that they've turned into a controller?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Strange. I wonder what the utility is. It's got so many buttons.
What game is it meant for?
Right? I don't know. I can't possibly imagine. Honestly,
I hate the fight sticks where it's all buttons and no stick. Those terrify me.
Yeah.
What is this?
Right. I guess a lot of people put button combos on their single buttons on those things. But if you're playing a game that has that many button combos, for starters, I can't even say what it is. I don't even know. I've never seen.
I think the reason I don't do any competitive fighting is because I just don't find it fun. Because to me, what competitive fighting game is just memorize set combos, do set combo, win. I'm that's so boring.
I see.
Like, even when you're fighting, like, more competitive players than I, it's like, I have these sets of combos. It's like, it's no fun. There's no excitement. Puts me to sleep. I'm just like, oh.
That's true, yeah.
Look at that combo. That's so cool.
You even hear a lot of, like, the pros and stuff will always say that, if you really want the hype stuff, you need to, like, get away from the top tier. At least that's the way it is in, I've been playing, like, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel lately. And, one of the common opinions is that it's so much more interesting to watch the matches that are at, like, the highest level of play, like, because there's so much more variety.
There's gonna be way more interesting stuff instead of just, like, I remember this set of deck, so I can do this specific combo when this player does this specific move. It's like, oh my god. You're so boring.
I guess so.
You're putting me to sleep over here.
Yeah. I play every fighting game at least a little bit, just dabbling. Except not so much, I guess, lately. Just because it's been a little... I feel like I can't stream fighting games too much, just because what would you say? I tried it one time, and it's like... I'm focusing so much on the game that I have a little bit of a hard time, like, also doing commentary and stuff, other than just, like, play casting what I'm doing. And I feel like maybe it's a little more than once. But that said, I do still really love fighting games, and I like to test all of them at least a little bit. I feel like there's something to be said about the character design for fighting games, because, I mean, it makes sense because, when you play a fighting game, half of the content is really just going to be what characters are there and everything like that. So they really...
There's such a big emphasis on it.
Yeah, they really have to get a lot of mileage out of the character designs. And I feel like a lot of times, some of the best character designs really come out of fighting games. For that reason. Right?
I'd agree.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
Besides, because the most important thing in a fighting game is the characters.
True.
That's what you're going to be staring at all the time,
Right.
The stage is important as well, but that's just a set piece,
Yeah. Quite true. Let's see.
I can fit more of Sin. I can do that. Let's move you up a bit.
Oh wow, that looks pretty good. You really pulled that expression out of nowhere. That was awesome. Very cool.
He's a happy-go-lucky guy,
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I've been seeing a lot of the memes going around about how buff Sin got. It's pretty.
Everyone got way buffer in Strive, though. It was no surprise to me.
That's true.
Like, if you look back at, like, Guilty Gear 1, the soul is like a freaking twink.
That's true.
But then you look at Strive, it's like the reverse JoJo effect. That's what I've been calling it.
I see.
Where instead of getting skinnier over time, he's just been getting buffer over time.
True. Yeah, Saul Bad Guy in Strive is about as buff as you can get.
He's just a wall. He's a big shit house.
Right. Nuts. The only guy who hasn't gotten more buff is Faust, I guess.
Nah, Faust just got skinny.
Right? The reverse buff. That's okay. Man, I love drawing Faust because just kind of like whatever you do with him, it doesn't really matter what kind of weird pose you draw him in. It always looks Fausty.
It really doesn't.
Right? Exactly.
Ooh, look at me, I'm a doctor. Ooh.
That's right. Doing the scary doctor hands.
He's just empty now.
Right. Square one and all that.
Square one. Faust, what happened? Square one.
Exactly. Let's see. Guess I could do a few.
Bring back like an extra. There's a bunch of arcade mode cutscenes and shit instead of just like boss fights. I miss those. You get a lot more insight. In time, though.
Yeah.
Especially because we didn't get a lot of that stuff until later in Xrd life when they got way more used to the engine.
True. Yeah, Xrd, for how much I unfortunately really didn't run through it too much, it stuck around for a long time in terms of expansions and everything like that.
Yeah,
they added a ton of stuff to it.
That's what I say. Give our systems a little bit of time,
Yeah.
Even just like comparing the cutscene animations to the ones in another store, they're already way better.
Good.
They're getting a hang of it.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel that's why they didn't put like destroys in Strive at the moment. Because they want that to be peak.
Oh yeah, that could very well be the case now that you mention it. Boy, my formative Guilty Gear experience was back with XX and X2 really. And the way they presented the story in that was kind of a little bit more like traditional fighter type stuff. Like they would have a portrait and the characters would say stuff.
A portrait, the characters speak, and then you move on.
And then you do some fighting. So it's been interesting the way Arc System's been doing kind of just like they're actually giving you like an anime now.
Have a movie or something, I don't know.
Right. Get some popcorn.
Strive story mode was 4 hours long.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like this.
Yeah, sure.
I'm okay with this. It's better than just like forcing in a fight out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the fighting game storylines, some of them are really still struggling to like figure out how to present that in a decent way. Like, if you watch Street Fighter V's much maligned story,
no, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back.
Right. It's so I would probably take Guilty Gears over that.
Any day. I just couldn't even get into Street Fighter V.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
It's so ugly.
Yeah, for me, it's like something about the way when you input a move and it comes out, it never feels like it's quite what it should be.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it just does not feel right. Very strange.
Yeah. And like all the characters and all the clipping and I hate it. Meh.
Yeah, well, I guess at least they have another chance. They're going into Street Fighter 6 soon, so hopefully that'll be like an option.
I have some hope.
Right.
Please. We'll see. Street Fighter 5 was made when Capcom was still going through like their dark ages, so.
Gotcha.
And Capcom's really picked up steam since then, so I have hope.
That's true. Which is do you have a lot of experience with the Street Fighter series? Do you have a favorite Street Fighter?
Yes. Yeah, my favorite Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
Oh, I got you.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's always just kind of like mesmerizing to watch Street Fighter 3 in motion. It's always a very hype game with all the parrying and stuff.
With all the parries and it's animated so well.
Yeah, that too. And the soundtrack.
The soundtrack is my favorite Street Fighter soundtrack.
Yeah, jeez Louise.
I just love the more like hip hop style of that entire game.
Absolutely.
Which it seems they're shooting for that in 6 maybe. So
yeah,
because they're freaking their stock image ass logo.
Oh yeah, that's true. It feels modern, but not in a good way.
I'm hoping it's temporary.
Yeah. We will see.
Can I merge layers?
I think there is a way to, and if you can't, I probably can. So.
I'm gonna figure out how, because I want to merge the sketch and I can move on to the line art.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think there's a little like there's a transfer down layer. I think that if you were to click like the higher layer and then click.
Let's see, that moved it down.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It down.
I
did not merge it. What about? No, that's copy layer. The arrow is just.
Oh wait! There is one that says merge down layer that's like shows some scissors.
That worked. Got it.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna put some quick color on these scrubs, and then I will move on to
rocking the Jordans.
Right, the pumps. It's pretty nice. If I had to pick one element of Faust's new design that I do like, it's the pumps.
I do like, I just like the more scrubs look in general, I guess.
I got you. Yeah,
I dig it.
that's cool.
I dig it. It's just funny. You're watching this story mode. It's like, oh, Faust, it's you. Where have you been? And at the end of it, you're like, oh yeah.
Right. Back to square. I guess. Oh boy.
Another plus of Strive is just, it's like, what do we do for our soundtrack? It's like, give every character a theme song. What? Just do it.
Oh man, I love
the theme song now.
I love the Strive theme songs. I know not
It's
every.
the hypest shit ever.
It's been a little bit more controversial than I would have figured because some people like, I don't know, I don't know. You know, it's hard for me to even say because for me this is like the dream. I wanted everybody to have like that.
This is peak Guilty Gear.
Right. It's fantastic. Oh,
It's great.
Yeah.
And then freaking the most recent one we got was Testaments, and I love Testament theme so much.
Oh yeah.
It's like one of the few ones that has like strings in it, like string instruments. I'm like, oh, I'm ascending.
Yep. They keep finding new ways to differentiate the ones for each new character.
Because literally every single theme, even just like music wise, like fits that character's aesthetic.
Yeah. I can listen. Man, I listen to Faust's new theme like I don't know how many times in a row, getting ready for Strive.
It's yeah. I would catch me. I was just like blaring like Maze's theme.
There you go. That's a really good one.
And Giovanna's,
Yeah.
which is literally just a Beastie Boys.
Giovanna's is actually one of my favorites. It sounds.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
It's so cool.
I love Happy Chaos's a lot as well.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, man, Happy Chaos, you're like such like a very like deep, convoluted character. What's your theme about? He forgot.
You forgot. Yes. Oh boy. Happy Chaos has been a very interesting thing to come out of Strive.
He's such a good character, though.
Yeah, like lore wise and everything. He's been very.
I love him so much.
He's just like, all I want is to be interested.
Man, like literally, just the universe is just a play to him, and he gets to be the director.
Right.
It's like, why did you take over the White House? I don't know.
It seemed fun.
You know, it was a Tuesday, I had nothing going on.
Right.
Why not?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Heat. Good to see you.
And he's one of my big boy mains in Strive. I love playing as him.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've heard he's been making a big impact, competitive wise too. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Happy Chaos sweep.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Happy Chaos's DLC is gonna sell 1 trillion units.
Right. Exactly. Oh man. It does seem like the DLC must be selling pretty darn well. Cause...
Guilty Gear Strive, and it's the best-selling Guilty Gear game.
Yeah.
Like literally, in its like first months of release, it already sold like 500,000 copies.
Oh jeez.
Which is insane. I've never seen even like any Arc System fighting game get this big of numbers before.
Yeah.
But you love to see it.
That's quite true. And it feels...
finally...
Oh, I'm sorry, go
finally, there's actual Guilty Gear merch.
Right.
Because of it.
I see. Yeah, Axel, come to think of it, man, he's been around for a long time. It's been without much recognition.
Which character?
Axel has been around for a long time.
He was in the first game?
Yeah. It's,
wearing his freaking jean jacket, jean shorts.
It's Joyce, yeah.
I was like, man, this fit is atrocious.
So some people really like the jorts, and I'm just not there. I'm just like, sheesh, come on.
God, he had the jorts until Strive. Just stuck with them, even in his extra design. Instead of being like jeans, so they're like these like tight jorts. I'm like, what is this?
Right.
Dude, and he just has like the British flag wrapped around him.
Yeah, he's got the John Cena look, British John Cena look.
I'm like, Sin. And then his Strive design came out. I'm like, there you go, buddy.
Right.
Now you're dripped out. Absolutely. I love playing as Axel, though. He's so much fun.
He was fun to play as. I'll give you that. I was thinking when Faust was... I was having a really hard time picking back up Faust in Strive. And I thought that if I had to do like a fallback, maybe it would be Axel, because he is still pretty fun to play for. If you like a ranged zoning, almost zoning type.
And I do.
Yeah.
I play as Happy Chaos.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. So now the zoners have like a patron saint, I suppose.
bang, shapow, kapow, bang.
Right. Oh boy. Okay. I think that's maybe. Well, no, I gotta do a little bit with his pumps. I can't just neglect the pumps.
Nah, you gotta go all out on the pumps.
That's right. Let's add a little bit more of that. Alright. There we go. That's nice.
Alright, then he's got his hair over here. It's me, Sinkiski. I fight with the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Because Soul told me to fuck off. It's a weapon. It's like, I can fight with anything. It's like, I don't know, fight with a flag or something. Then he fought with a flag.
I see. That'll do.
He took his words very literally.
Mm-hmm. Alright, who should I draw next? Let's see. I feel like drawing.
Who's that character?
Right. Maybe I will draw May, perhaps.
The May Guilty Gear?
Right, the dolphin. May the dolphin.
Yep.
That's right. I'll draw Totsugeki. Let's see.
Can't escape it, no matter where you go.
Correct. Never. May was kind of like my second character in XX. She's also a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, May was like my number one main for years. So like anytime I could just like go back to her and it's like easy peasy.
Gotcha.
I'm like, yeah, do this, do that, get the anchor, bang, bang, boom, alright, we're done, I'm going home, bye.
Right. Always try. I played E Honda in Street Fighter 4, so I mean, like, you talk about charge characters.
Yeah.
I've done a thing or two with charge.
You know, you'd think after all these years, E Honda would have some kind of like story or personality, but he doesn't.
Still just a sumo wrestler.
He's a sumo guy.
Right.
Even though he's like a legacy character.
Exactly.
He's a sumo guy.
That's pretty much it, yeah. Oh boy.
Who are my favorite Street Fighter characters now that I think about it? I love Sakura a lot. She's great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like Juri. I like my boy Ken. My boy.
Well, that's a pretty safe like because you can be sure Ken will show up everywhere.
Yeah, but it's not a safe bet if we actually look good now.
Oh, that's true. Very valid complaint.
Freaking banana hair, freaking deformed face.
It's time for Ken to come back in Street Fighter 6, and we'll just have to pray that
Smash Bros. Ken looked so good.
Right.
So good. And then I look at 5, I'm reminded, oh yeah. We can't have nice things.
Oh boy. Poor Ken fans.
I love Sean a lot. Sean's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know he gets a lot of shit, but I'm like, but look at him.
He's just a nice guy.
He's just a nice guy.
Playing some b-ball.
Just playing some b-ball. I really want him to show up in 6. Especially because I feel like 6 is finally advancing the plot again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any more M. Bison stuff. I'm done. I'm sick of it.
No more Shadow.
Let's move on. He's dead. Who cares? But Shadow, I don't care.
Yeah, actually, I wonder what they're gonna do because they kind of brought back like everybody for Street Fighter 5, at least in a cameo or a DLC or something. So
yeah.
I guess maybe they'll come up with something. I don't know. I say maybe they'll come up with something new, but let's be serious. It's just gonna be like somebody else gets the psycho power, something like that.
Just cats are being it's gonna be like freaking Star Wars or like somehow M. Bison came back.
Right. He's never gonna. We'll see that. We'll see.
Please.
They made it sound like Luke is going to end up being pretty important, so maybe
I
there's.
like Luke though, so.
Yep. There might be some more story content there.
I believe in Luke's supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Especially with Super being like the poster boy. It just bring me back to 3 with like the whole new generation stuff. So.
Yeah, it does feel like now would be a good time to bring out like a lot of new characters and things, since Street Fighter V kind of just got like the whole roster was, by the end of it, almost everybody from the old games had been added in some.
Yeah, except like no one from 3 though.
That's true. Unfortunately.
Street Fighter 3.
Except Hugo, unfortunately. If you're
Why
Hugo.
Hugo?
He already was in Street Fighter X Tekken.
He was in it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. Oh well. I think they really don't want to. They don't want to let go of Poison, and if they're going to have Poison, they want to have Hugo too, I guess.
Okay, yeah, but like in Street Fighter 3, Poison wasn't even playable though. It was just
That's
Hugo.
True. That's quite true.
So he just showed up in like victory animations. Checkmate. Checkmate, Capcom.
Right.
Maybe like. I mean, there's a whole weird stuff with like G, whoever that guy is.
Yeah, I still don't really know G's story, so I don't say.
It's just like, I'm the president of the world. What? Yep. Okay.
That's it.
And then like in this concept art, all across his body, he has like each freaking continent on him, like it was like burnt into his skin.
As one does. That's very
But
strange.
he's got like weird fire power, so like clearly something's up with him.
Yeah, see, when they first started talking about G and revealing him and everything like that, I was like, dare I hope that his lore is tied into Q in some fashion, because there was all that
thing about Q.
Right, exactly. So I have no.
It's like, who's Q? I don't know.
Right.
He's a guy. People are hunting him down. That's it.
Seems that way.
And then he has like one of the freaking weirdest idol animations where he just hops down.
Yeah, he's a strange guy.
But he's so cool though.
Exactly,
He makes him cool.
And his animations just look so good. I love it. Good stuff. Dare we hope.
It took me 20 years to finish the Sin Drive.
That's okay. It looks like it'll be worth it. I'd say keep going. Do you ever end up just like redrawing a mouth like over and over again? Like you're like, if I keep putting the lines down, eventually it's going to come up for.
It'll come up. I do love Alex a lot as well, but they did my boy dirty in 5.
Yeah, so I've heard.
I get it. It's in the past. He doesn't have like, the drip. But goddamn.
Unfortunately.
What is that? What is that? You give a man a mullet. That's like the dirtiest you can go.
That's true. And yet, they sure seem to like doing it.
I was surprised to see Oro again.
Yeah, that was. I agree with you.
That was an interesting one. It's like, what do we do with Oro? Give him a turtle.
Yep.
It works.
Not a bad call. I'll give him that. Let's see.
If there's one character I really want to see again, it's Elena.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
I love Elena. She's so much fun to play as.
Indeed.
Plus, she's like one of the few characters who's just like happy.
Absolutely.
Because most Street Fighter characters are, I still have unfinished business, and then he's just like, I want to be friends with everybody.
Pretty good motivation, I'd say. Why not?
Very good motivation.
Very different. Good stuff. Back in Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 3, I like playing Mikoto, so I wouldn't mind seeing her.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Boy, this mouth is just not coming together. We'll keep at it.
Non-stop love song.
It gets stuck in your head as soon as you see yeah. Oh boy.
She's never gonna give up on Johnny.
No.
Even though Johnny probably just has the hots for Testament.
Sure.
I've been real. looking at this delicious lore.
Oh boy. Can't really blame. It's just the way it goes. Come to think of it, this is the... Well, let's see. Johnny was like a late add into X-Red, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the late add.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe...
I love Johnny.
Yeah.
Throw a coin, throw a coin, throw a coin.
Just a fun character to watch played.
He's just like the word Chad turned into a person.
Exactly.
Great. Time to do the rest of your hair, Sin, my boy.
Gotcha. Well,
You got your hair cut short now. You want it to be like your dad.
Hey, did you ever play Guilty Gear 2?
I don't think I played that one.
Yeah, I haven't either. I watched one person play it on stream one time though, and it was interesting to watch, but not the kind of thing I'd actually want to play.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Right.
That's all I can say about it.
Right. It's a very strange.
The definitive version of Guilty Gear is to play the version they put on the Wii.
Let's see, which one was the Wii one?
Was it XX?
Was it? Huh.
Could have been XX.
Yeah. The weirdest ones I remember is there was Iska for the PS2, which is like the team based one.
It's not even. It's so weird.
And you
it's
can
not
like
even like a fighting game.
Yeah, you can like make your own Robokai and all kinds of weird stuff in it. Very strange.
I mean, I like it for how weird it is, but I would never consider it like a mainline Guilty Gear game though.
True. And then I've even played Judgment for the PSP, which was also very strange because it goes off that same idea of like side scrolling that was in Iska, but that's like the main part of the game, so it's very strange. But yeah, a lot of those characters just don't ever like come back or get referenced.
We haven't heard of them. We don't know where they are.
If you check the lore entry for Leopoldon, who was like the boss of Iska, it doesn't even mention the fact that he was a gear. It's just like he's a dog. That's it. All you need to know. Yeah.
I mean, it would be interesting to see some of them again, though. I won't lie.
That's true.
Hey guys, guess what? We here at Arc Systems are ready to reveal the next set of Guilty Gear characters.
Leopold.
You're never gonna guess who's gonna get added this time. Because we wanted to make Strive the peak Guilty Gear game, you see. So first up, on the list of Guilty Gear characters coming back, is we are not bringing back Bridget, but we are bringing back his bear, Roger.
Nice.
And you may be wondering, wow, that's pretty impressive, but how can we step it up? That's right, Dr. Paradigm.
With his army of dragons that he apparently lets in or something.
He just has an army of dragons.
Right. Alright, let's... I don't know what I'm doing with his hand. Let's try that again. Ah, shoot, now I'm singing the main theme. I can't stop.
Told you.
Unfortunately, it won't get out of there. Let's see. Big floppy sleeves. But yeah, it's been a bit since I actually turned on Guilty Gear. I keep meaning to do some some plays with my brother. Man, I stay so busy nowadays.
Yeah.
I guess. Sometimes in there. Let's see. It's weird because despite them having announced a new Street Fighter, it feels like suddenly fighting game news is like slowed down a little bit.
Oh yeah, that doesn't really pick up again until the summer.
Yeah.
Normally. Because Guilty Gear Season Pass 2 starts in the summer, along with it getting crossplay.
True.
Which is nice. Because I still don't have a PC, but I'll be able to play with people.
That is cool.
And then I'm pretty sure Street Fighter 6 news was supposed to come out in June, if I remember right.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search it up because I almost done with some line art, haha.
Looking good.
Street Fighter 6. Let's see. Yeah, it says summer 2022, so.
Okay.
That's what we're waiting on. The summer is going to be the big time for fighting.
Nice. Man, I wonder when there's ever going to be a new Tekken. It feels like that game is going to live forever. Tekken 7 feels like it's going to live forever. Just will not go.
There is only Tekken 7.
I like playing Tekken 7, but I don't know why. My internet connection is uniquely bad when I play Tekken 7. And so I haven't done like a whole lot of online stuff or anything like that.
I haven't played too much Tekken 7. I've just dabbled in it here and there. A little bit.
Yeah.
I like the Tekken franchise though.
Yep. That's for sure. I tell you what was a lot of fun was Tekken Tag Tournament 2 was pretty fantastic. It was fun because you could like play online with other people, like couch co-op.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was interesting. Do I want to color this or do I not want? Let me. I guess I could. Wait, I didn't draw her bag. I should probably draw that. Let's do. There we go. It actually kind of goes behind.
Alright, now I gotta freaking find a picture of you so I can figure out what your colors are.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that I guess people are still technically waiting to come back to Strive, but I'm kind of happy with the fact that they've like been doing so many like new characters and things.
Yeah.
And even revamping the characters they had for the DLC passes so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot more.
I feel like what was the biggest curveball for everybody was Testament coming back.
Yeah.
It was like, wait, Testament hasn't been a game in like close to 20 years.
Right. That was quite a blast from the past.
So, hi, can I have Abba back, please?
Right. That's a very highly requested character as well. For sure.
I'll take Abba, but I'd be okay with Bridget as well. I like them both.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bridget again. would be nice.
Just the new designs, I can imagine.
Yeah. It is funny that people finally got back Angie, but now like nobody can play Angie because they're because
he plays completely different.
Right. Unfortunately.
But he's back though.
That's true. He is back. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll do some color in this one. Let me see.
Guilty Gear Strive Sin. Show me a picture. That's his old design. I need to see the new one. There we go.
Cool. Hey there, Calfier. Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. We are just drawing some Guilty Gear characters for now.
Just doodle.
Yeah. I used to have when I was younger, and I drew like on everything I could get my hands on in school. I would just like cover everything in sketches. I had like a whole notebook full of Faust sketches that I'd done one day. I thought about like every position I could think of him doing in the video game and just drew out all of them.
I am going to draw every Faust animation frame by frame on my homework.
Exactly. Good times. Fun stuff.
Remember I had a good screenshot saved of him. I gotta find it though. There it is.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time. Let's see.
I'll definitely figure out how I'm gonna want to draw him in the future, but this is good. This is good.
Looks good to me.
What helps is when they're added in figure mode, and I can get a 360 view of everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have been hearing that the figure mode has been quite a blessing for Guilty Gear artists.
It's weird because they have so many tiny details.
Right.
His freaking Daisuke just like loves to shove text on everything.
Right. Like you zoom in on the Guilty Gear characters and learn that they have like text somewhere that you never knew.
They just have like the entire Bible written on their sleeve or something.
Right. That's been a funny thing ever since, if you go all the way back to like X and X2, you can see they had like the little text drawn onto the people's portrait art and stuff like that. It was kind of interesting. Fun stuff. I think it'll be easier if I just do orange over this whole thing, and then I'll do some. I'll go back with the colors for the smaller section. There we go.
I wonder if they added anybody new in figure mode. I should look.
Huh.
Because of the story mode update, they could have added more.
That's true. I haven't looked either now. Let's see. The thing that bothers me about the tiny text everywhere and the latest designs, it feels like so many of them have the same font. Everybody goes to the same tailor, I guess. That would be fun. Who knows? I think I'm going to change a little bit here. Get rid of the really thin waist. Oh yeah, you have any plans coming up for the upcoming week as far as more stuff you'll be doing?
I have no idea. It's just right now everything's open at the moment. Probably just when I do my own streams, it's random.
Okay.
I don't have a point in having a schedule at the moment, so yeah. I'll just be like, yeah, I'm doing art today.
Cool.
Be there or don't. I don't know. I can't stop you.
I get you. Yeah, sometimes it is a lot.
My work on is always random as well.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I like to just go a week without a schedule and stuff like that, just to because if I keep doing a schedule every week, then there will come a time where eventually I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I really need to do my FPS games today or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I just gotta take a break.
It's all about finding that balance.
Yeah.
Okay, so his eye patch. Yeah. Okay. Same color as his tank top.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Originally, I thought your void was an eye patch, and then I saw like a drawing of it where it had a hand coming out of it, and then I was like, oh, now I get it.
Yeah, that's happened before.
Yeah. I see.
I try whenever artists want to do it. I'm like, okay, things to note, very important facts. There is no neck. There is no right arm. That is a hole. It does not close. An arm comes out of it. He does not have a nose. Stuff like that.
I see. Gotcha. Alright, let's...
Do I like playing as Kai? Hell no. Do I like playing as the Sun? Hell yes.
I see. Also, because you said that about the nose, I'm going to take this moment to correct my previous drawing. And unnosify it.
Your nose rights revoked.
Right. Got your nose. Like, no worries.
How bright is his hair? Let me see. No, I just had the render pulled up. There we go.
I need to...
Yeah, this is good. It's not like a dirty blonde, but it's not like mega bright.
Gotcha. Do a little brown for me too. And after that, I'm going to make things easy on myself by doing another layer, because for some reason when I'm doing these, I'm like, I'm just doodling. I don't need layers. Who needs layers? And I regret it.
Unnecessary.
I regret it every single time. Alright, so here we go. I've been working on some sprites for my visual novel, and I'm just like in paralysis right now because there's some of my more like complicated characters that I need to draw turning, and I feel like I'm just frozen trying to get that to look right.
Yeah.
It's really stalling me.
You get so used to drawing characters that one perspective. The moment you have to do another, it's like, oh.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I've been chipping away at me old webcomic in my free time.
Alright.
Hoping I can start it in the summer, time permitting.
Cool.
I've been working on it for like 2 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know some people are like, I'm gonna start a comic and do nothing. I'm like, no. This is a passion project.
Wow. Yeah, 2 years.
I've been slowly revealing characters, and I know which one people voted for to see next, but I just have not had the time.
Yeah. Is that the assassins you've been putting up?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember seeing some of those cool characters.
A world where being assassin is the #1 job, and it's so normal. You could see someone die next to you, and you wouldn't even bat an eye.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of got like is it kind of like a hyper-violence angle?
Of course there's violence.
Nice.
It's more of like, it's like action, which is a good old amount of slice of life, because I love that.
I see.
Because, I mean, they're still people, some of them.
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I have another friend who does a comic that I've been trying to, catch up on myself. But I used to read a lot of web comics, and I've kind of fallen off them just a little bit, just because I had bad ADD. I'm not even like I don't know. I don't literally have ADD, but what I mean is I have a bad attention span, and so it's been hard for me to even like keep up with manga and stuff. So, but you know, whenever I get a chance, I try to.
I just gotta find a place where I can publish this one.
Oh yeah.
Cause fuck doing webtoon, I'm not doing that. Cause they don't like the most amount of gore they allow is like seeing like the implication of someone being stabbed.
Oh really? Huh.
It's like, oh, you can show someone bleeding and stuff, but no organs. I'm like, nah, it's not gonna work, buddy. I'm going. See ya.
I guess. Yeah, wow. I really have no idea where you go to get a.
I found another website. So
oh really? Cool.
I'm gonna use that one probably.
I get you.
Is the plan? Because it's not gonna be colored either because I am one person. I could not get that out in the time I want to, but to compensate for that, I will have any blood be colored to like contrast it.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool.
Which I think would look really cool.
Yeah.
At some point, I'll probably get around to like coloring old pages, but I'm not in a rush at all. Like even when like Scott Pilgrim first came out, that was not in color until years later.
Oh, I know. But yeah, I'm definitely a believer in trying to keep the scope down to a manageable level when you're working on a passion project with just yourself.
Don't get overly ambitious. Keep it realistic with what you can do.
Right.
It's what you have.
Exactly. Way too often, personally, I've like thought of something I really wanted to do, and then I started doing it, and I was like, but wouldn't it be cool if it was animated? And then I'm like, but wouldn't it be cool if it, you know, I keep adding like things to it over and over again, and it's really kind of like the worst thing you can do in terms of burning yourself out.
Absolutely.
You gotta kind of plan smart.
It becomes a slope that keeps on going down.
Absolutely. Rough.
Alright, Sin, let's do some shading now. Oh, almost forgot your eye. Ooh.
Gotcha.
And then the rest I will not make colored for my own sanity.
Sure. I'll try to just finish filling.
What colors do I want to shade you with, though? That's just the question.
Today, my characters will not be blessed with shade. It's like that devil and Jesus. My characters will have shading.
Shading? Never heard of it.
Right. Let's see.
Dun, 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 dun. She flies to be the wings of the flightless. Fly to pursue across every way.
What a good song.
Post Testament, we've got the freaking White House stage, which is now one of my favorites.
Do you know that there was that thing about how if you zoom in on the White House stage, you'll see there's like a part where they wrote "the" twice, like back to back.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, strange.
I mean, hey, when you shove text on everything, you know.
Yeah, that's true. It's camouflage.
You didn't see anything. She just tells us.
Alright. Pretty close. I did unfortunately draw it so that it looks like Faust is about to like pounce on May or something. She'll be okay. She'll turn around and hit him.
You could just put like the clover in front of Faust if you want.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that.
Why is it a clover? I still don't know.
Right? Oh boy.
I've studied Guilty Gear lore inside and out, and I don't have an answer for that. Is Justice gonna come back? I don't know, maybe. It's possible. She can't fucking die for some reason.
Right.
It's like, finally, Justice is dead, I'm back. What? Yeah. But wait, yeah, I know. Okay.
Right.
Even though I don't like Justice. I don't care about Justice. Ooh, look at me, I'm a big freaking gear, ooga booga. It's like, yeah.
Mech
We're
lovers
having chaos now.
I guess you gotta be a Mech fan to really care about Justice. But man, Justice, if you've ever played like XX, X2 and so forth, Justice in that is just like the Michael sword and stuff. Like, golly.
Missile.
Hard check on how you deal with Zen.
It's like, oh, I'm having so much fun.
Right. Oh.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Justice.
Right. Okay, now he's looking at a Clover, so it's not this. Let's see. Who else can I draw?
Once I'm done with Sin, I'm doing a bunch of goofy doodles of Guilty Gear characters after this.
Oh, really?
This is Agi.io Guilty Gear edition.
Right. Absolutely. Who do I want to draw? Who
do you want to perceive?
Right. Who shall it be? Not sure. Chat, if you have any favorite Guilty Gear characters, feel free to tell me or drop me some ideas. I'd be happy to try it out. Let me see. Who would be good? Drawing a guy that's like supposed to be really cool looking is usually the hardest thing for me, so maybe I should draw like Saul Bad Guy or somebody.
It's me, Soul Bad Guy, Ooga Booga.
Right. Mr.
They call me the Unga Bunga Fighter, even though canonically I'm one of the smartest characters.
Right. Oh boy.
I think that's one thing people forget a lot when it becomes between Soul and Kai. Soul is a scientist first and a fighter second, while Kai is straight up just a fighter first.
That is easy to forget, you're right.
I mean, he already whooped his ass in a cutscene in X-Road Rev 2. One of the side ones. It's just like, I want you to do a fair fight, and then he just loses in like one hit.
It was a pretty rough game for Kai, really. I mean, in a lot of respects, it's like he gets that moment with the dragon install, and it just doesn't work at all.
It's like, oh,
poor guy.
Man, I mean, he had a cool moment in Strive story mode at least. Got to go one-on-one with God Modino.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It's like, you're really gonna do it? It's like, yeah. And then it's like, so what's your plan? Big fucking gun. Just big fucking gun.
Right.
Works every time.
Let's see. He says he wants Potemkin or Baiken. So, I will do that in just a moment.
Yeah, I can do a little doodle with Baiken. I've drawn her before.
Cool. Then I guess I will do Potemkin.
It's me, Baiken. I have a family now, kinda.
Right. Noted mom Baiken.
Freaking Angie's like the male wife.
Well, that's okay. It's a very fashionable role. Let's see.
I could do a little Potemkin as well because he's fun to. I like drawing his head.
Right. He's a pretty cool guy.
When will he take off his helmet again? Because he had old Potemkin where he's just straight up shirtless.
True. It is kind of funny because, as much as we're thinking, or as much as I say, like, wow, Faust's shirt changed, Potemkin looks a lot more different than he used to now. I mean, he
is just fully suited up by Zep.
Right.
It's like, dude, we could put Potemkin a new design and freaking Strive. It's like, just make him bigger. What? Just make him bigger. It's fine.
He's already pretty big. Bigger.
Bigger.
Larger. It's funny because before I colored this, you could kind of think that I was drawing Baiken instead of Solbag. They've both got ponytails now.
Got ponytails. Freaking when I find it funny. It's like, so you're not a gear anymore. How can we tell he lost a ponytail?
It's like how Samurai had to cut their top knots. Same idea.
Just fell off. Just.
Right. I'm gonna shrink this down a little bit so that I'm not taking up too much of the canvas. Alright. All sideburns. Come to think of it. Okay, you can see a little bit of his ear, but it's kind of hidden. Let's fix that up.
Alright, we gotta add a bit more to your hair, Sin, my boy.
Ooh. Neat.
What's that vendor I have? Where'd I put it now? God, did I lose the vendor again? I swear. I did. Because of course I would. Oh well, I'll make it up.
How to draw Saul's eyes.
I found it for whenever I draw his eyes. The other day I just do this.
That's about right. that's a
so bad guy.
very good Saul face. Excellent.
There he is.
There's Saul bad guy. Excellent.
That's also how I draw freaking Solid Snake a lot.
He does kind of have that Solid Snake look to him. That's true.
Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, Big Boss.
Golly. The lore of Metal Gear Solid. Good gracious. I feel like I should give him at least a little bit more expression.
Freaking Soul's hair was crazy in the Xrd games.
That's true.
He just had this one part that just stuck shot out like he had Jimmy Neutron hair or something.
I want to look it up. Once.
It's so funny. Look, it doesn't look like it from straight on, but any other angle you notice it immediately.
Jeez, yeah, he did have some pretty huge hair.
Like it just goes straight up. It's like that. Just.
He's gonna.
Like that.
It's like another sword for him, an extra sword.
An extra sword.
Right. Whack. Alright. It was really funny though when Strive was like first getting rolling out and everybody was doing the beta and everything like that and everyone was just like, wait a minute, Saul is so good in this game.
Yeah,
like,
so, finally.
His forward punch is so good.
I still play as him. I love playing as Saul.
Yep.
He's like one of the most satisfying characters to play as. Like when you get a hit, it feels like it.
That's true. Quite true. I love the sense of impact, in Guilty Gear in general, but especially with Saul Bad Guy.
Yes. Bandit bringer, bandit bringer, bandit bringer, bandit bringer.
Oh boy. Oh, Saw. You and your classic. When I was younger and I had never heard Japanese and I had no idea of English either, and I'm sitting there playing Guilty Gear X2 and trying to figure out what the characters are saying, and so like I'd made up just like all these completely incorrect things the characters were saying through their text because I can't understand any of it. I assume it's English, but I just don't know.
I never understood why, when you're playing a fighting game in Japanese, why there's like no subtitles. Like when you're in a match, I'm like, why? Like I get not having it for attacks and stuff, but like for at least for like the victory quotes and stuff, you know?
Yep. Fortunate.
Sorry, I'm a dirty person who likes English dubs better than the Japanese. Boo-hoo.
That's fine.
Oh no, I've committed a crime.
You can like what you want. It's fine.
I think the issue is just lots of people who just immediately bash on English dubs, is I feel like they still think they sound like they did in like the 90s. Mm-hmm. Even though they've gotten like a million times better.
Yeah, they have made a lot of leaps and strides, that's true. It's pretty rare. I mean, it's pretty rare for me still to watch a dub, but every now and then I'll catch someone like cable while I'm traveling. It's not too bad.
I feel like there is certain shows where the dub is better than the sub, though. Mm-hmm. Like, immediate one I can think of is Bakano. You gotta watch that one dubbed. Even the Japanese, they've been like, yeah, man.
I see.
The dub is good.
Yeah, I really like Bakano. I did not watch the dub, but maybe I should.
You gotta watch. They give everybody like an accent and everything.
Nice. I gotcha.
It's like the peak of anime dubs. Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's me. It's me, Moon Good Guy.
Moon Good Guy. Nowadays, everybody's doing the Saul Goodman, Saul Bad Guy crossover jokes.
I know.
Quite a plenty of it.
I still haven't watched Breaking Bad or that.
That's fine. It's kind of not very anime, so I guess that's like half of the joke.
No, that's not why. I watch some like action shows. I'll just be like, I know when I watch it, I'm gonna have to set aside a lot of time for it.
That's true. You know, even as like a huge Breaking Bad fan, I still have only watched like one season of Better Call Saul because it's just hard to make yourself like make that time commitment. For sure.
By the time I get into shows, they're already over. I'm like, it works for me.
Yeah. Oh boy. I think that rather than coloring this, what I might do is
I need to merge your layers down, please. There we go. All right, Sin, you're done. I'm free from you. Let's go.
Looking good. Very good.
It's me, Sin Kiski. How's it going?
Sin from Streets.
It's me, Ryu, from Streets.
Oh boy.
Alright, now it's time for shitposts.
Nice. Let's shitpost. Alright. Who do I
I remember some people are like, you know who I want playable again? I want Zappa. I'm like, I don't want him to go through that again.
You don't want him to be possessed again?
My man's living his best life now.
See.
I don't want him to be possessed by another freaking girl. It's like, you look like the boyfriend who killed me.
Oh boy. Zappa was a funky character, that's for sure.
He is so weird to play as.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Who
to draw on this fine day?
Yeah. Well, I think I will draw, let's see, I think we had a request for a Potemkin and a Biken, so I'll draw one of them.
I'll do Potemkin. You take the Biken.
I sure will.
I got you.
Sure.
But who said I'm drawing a serious Potemkin?
That's true. You can draw that shitpost Potemkin. And maybe I'll even draw shitpost Biken. Let's see.
I need to sketch more in my free time. I don't do that enough.
I get you. I do a lot of doodles like during my lunch hours and stuff, and that kind of like puts a hard time limit on me. So I don't think they usually look as good, but I did kind of like get a little bit better at drawing with a pen and like a single line than I had been. So that was good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me, Potemkin. I fight for Zep against my own will. Do.
Sure. Man, when you get hit with Potemkin, I can't think of anybody in fighting games who hasn't like normals that hurt more than Potemkins.
Nah.
It's just insane.
Freaking, if you're playing a ship against Potemkin, I'm so sorry.
It's fun.
Potemkin is the grappler character.
Absolutely. Let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is I do love listening to this thing. Let's see. I'm gonna shrink all my stuff just a little bit so I can get some more room.
I know nothing. I play the role of a silly crown.
Right. Let's see. Shrink.
Who am I?
Oh, I do. Yes. I can't remember the whole song, but it's really fun.
It's just a banger.
It's such a banger.
Why does Zep exist? Oh, you know, guns. That's like the most simple way I can do it. What is Zep's purpose? Guns.
Right.
People just didn't want to give up guns. So, like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll make our own country that flies. Gotta love Guilty Gear.
Exactly. Oh, let's draw a silly bike.
Man, what is this? This brush is not. No wonder why. This is the wrong brush. What?
Oh, okay.
I was like, why is it being so weird? I'm like, oh.
Gotcha.
I hate this brush. There we go. I'm gonna draw all crunchy now.
Nice.
Nobody can stop me.
Embrace your destiny.
Embrace the destiny of the crunch. I need to search up a picture of Potemkin. I can remember his shape, but I can't remember the small details. You know what? I'm gonna draw Potemkin in his idle pose, but my way. I fucking love it. He's just like stanced up. I love it so much.
For some reason, I'm thinking of the Potemkin crouching pose, which is just like he just gets down and has his like arms and that little robot stance.
I love it.
It's fun. Let's see. Bicon. It's funny because back when Bicon showed up in Guilty Gear X2 or XX, I think, there was a lot of conjecture that she was somehow related to Justice just because of the way her hair looked. But that turned out to be completely false. It was funny to think back. It's funny to think back to.
It's so dumb. They got a similar haircut.
Right.
Oh yeah, what about Potemkin? Huh? He's got the little part that sticks out of the helmet. Does that make him related to Justice now?
Just imagine.
It's me, Potemkin. Look at me, I'm a big guy. Ooh. But I'm actually just a very kind-hearted soul.
Absolutely massive. Just a huge...
I mean, he's a mutant, so...
True. You can be as big as you want.
You can be as big as you want to, buddy.
There's no feeling that quite encompasses that same, like, oh shitness. That's when you're fighting Potemkin and he lands a Potemkin Buster on you. You're like,
yep.
No. My health.
Game over.
It's all gone. That feeling when you draw a Baiken with 2 eyes instead of an eye patch. Alright, give me a second. Let's give her an eye patch. You're really using that canvas over there. That's how I remember Potemkin.
What do you mean? This is what he looks like.
Right, true. You're not wrong. That's exactly what Potemkin is. He let us know if this Potemkin basically matches your memory of it. It looks about right. Yeah, I think it looks right. Yeah. That's definitely about how it is. It actually looks even funnier when we shrink him down. He asks, wasn't he a little bigger? Alright, let's see. I need to do a scar. Does Baiken have a scar over both of her eyes?
Yeah.
Oh,
she does.
I see.
The other one's just a regular scar, but the other one is a tattoo.
Oh, really? I did not know.
Ooh, look at me, it's Potemkin. Ooh.
The man.
Like a shitty doodle you'd find in like a kid's sketchbook.
Well, it's like if you just like look at it from a distance, it kind of does. But when I really like hone in on it, I see the finer detail. Right. That's right. That's about how I feel like the stage feels when I'm fighting Potemkin. Is just like he's over the entire.
He can't even dash. He can't dash, but he's still intimidating.
Right. What a treasure.
Potemkin bust.
Potemkin Buster.
You.
There is no me, Mada. Good stuff.
He has earned the right to take up this much real estate.
I see.
Alright, now to draw a good looking sketch.
I think this qualifies as a great looking sketch. If you ask me, I think it looks perfect. You've really captured Potemkin's essence.
Draw a jam.
Sounds good.
That's what I'll do. The sun. Yo, society.
I decided to draw a Baiken making a rude gesture. I would say.
Baiken is going to be making a rude gesture in 3, 2, 1.
Right. Go ahead and cover your eyes if you're worried about it.
Cover your eyes, children.
She was already drinking alcohol, so she was already well past the safety age again.
Where does she keep everything? I don't know.
Right. My magic tatami mat.
Cigar is just like a pocket dimension.
Oh wait,
We've got rope, chain, scissors,
I am just
cannons.
stupid. At first I drew her with a new eye patch, and then I drew her with a second hand, neither of which she has. So I gotta fix this. Let's give her. Oh, I know it'll be funny. I'll draw her like little claw thing, giving a middle finger instead. All right. It's a cute Jam.
I love Jam. She's such a fun character.
Oh yeah.
I love the Guilty Gear characters who just like are just like living their own life, but everything gets interrupted by everyone else having a big conflict.
Right. Man, you always think about
like May has nothing to do. I'm like, what is she going to do? She has no inner conflicts besides just wanting Johnny. That's it.
Right.
Like the most story relevance she had in the X-Ray games was she had like that freaking fake disease that every Japanese person had.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
That's true.
I think the Guilty Gear character people forget about the most is Heihoon. Freaking big mecha robot old guy with the little girl inside it.
Yeah, that's true. I do wonder if they're going to do anything else with it.
I don't know. I never played as them, but I liked them from a design aspect.
Yeah.
And a story aspect. They were just chill. They're like, yeah. It's like, why are you a big old man? Well, you know.
It
Only
was
woman, I guess.
right? A very strange idea that came from her. Very interesting. Oh man.
Jam, you got some like funky hair.
That's true. Oh man, fighting a good Jam is also pretty terrifying. You can lose your life very quickly.
Don't fight me as Jam, then. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm giving you a heads up, Bane. Don't do it.
Gotcha. No, duly noted. Alright.
Jam actually has a new design. Because he quickly shows up in the end credits of the story mode and it looked different. I'll have to double check it though. It's like if you see a character's a new design in story mode, they're probably a DLC character. That's what it's come to.
It does feel that way.
Except Biken to get a new outfit. Which is extremely fitting for her character.
Right? Just wear the same old clothes forever, I guess.
It's like, yeah, this is comfy, I don't care.
Right.
But then you have Angie showing up, titties out.
Right. Oh boy.
Me and my friends just nicknamed Angie just like a stripper Harry Potter.
That's about right. Oh boy. There were a lot of jokes back in X2 about him being like a male exhibitionist and stuff. They just kind of like continued from that, I guess.
I just love the concept of Angie's stories. It's like he was a dude at a colony. He saw some really powerful fans. He stole them, and now he's just been on the run.
Right. Who can blame him?
I don't blame him.
Right.
And then he got to meet Biken.
Yeah. Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Alright.
I'm getting more stylized. Yes.
Let's see. So I've drawn
Trying to find another reference photo for hair from a different angle.
It's not always.
It's not too easy.
Yeah. Alright, there's a little bike in. Now, who shall I draw next? How about I'm going to try to draw Slayer, but last time I tried to draw Slayer, it went really poorly. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. This could be my redemption arc, or it could be another ill fate. Yep. We'll see.
Let's see. Give me a good reference. No, that's how old is that? There we go. Now we're talking. That's what we've been waiting for.
I've got this little corner of my canvas up here, so I'm going to just fill it with the tiniest Slayer imaginable.
Mini Slayer, pocket Slayer.
Right.
For when you need a vampire on the go.
Exactly. And who doesn't? Need to draw the eyes, right? That is a really cute jam face.
Oh, thank you. I want to get a bit more funky on the eyes on this one.
Cool.
Messing around, experimenting, I guess. What's the Chinese written on it?
I feel like Slayer's nose is so pointed that I can't do my usual nose style. I have to break out something special for that.
Here we go. Here's a good reference of it. Yeah, it's the same outfit, but no, come on.
Oop.
I need to get this right.
Best of luck. Slayer and his weird duck bill hair. That's so strange.
There we go. Just erase this.
Gotcha. Dang, that was fast. Taking me a long time to get that looking right. The Chinese there.
It's me. I'm Slayer. I'm a Scottish vampire. Okay, now I'm gonna move you up a bit. because I need room to draw the body before I shrink it down.
What you think? You need some more room?
No, I got it.
Okay, cool.
I'm just planning out
Gotcha.
how to draw her outfit.
Sure. There we go.
All right. What the? There we go.
Okay, I've drawn the world's tiniest slave. Now, who to draw next? Let me think. I think it did come out better than the last Slayer I drew, at least. At least it's
good. I like it.
It's fine. Let's see. Who should we draw next? While we're in the doodling mood. I've probably got time for maybe one or two more small doodles. Let's see. Maybe I'll draw a New Testament and their fabulous hat.
The best hat.
Why not? Although, is it really a Testament picture if you don't make it down to the thigh? I don't. But let's do it. Why not? Let's see.
To be the wings of the fibers fly high to be seen across
Every time. Yeah, when I first played Guilty Gear X2, it was back during my kind of like, I was young enough so that I was still pretty much button mashing most of the time. So which characters I played was often predicated on which, what button mashing did for them. Like, if it seemed like the special moves would come out if I pressed whatever buttons I wanted.
Yeah.
So,
That's how it always starts out, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, here's my jam. That's a good jam.
Yeah, it looks good. Cloudberry J. Cloudberry is a pretty funny name. I guess if your other part of your name is Jam, you might as well be Cloudberry.
Alright.
Looks cute. Later today, I need to make my my schedule up. I don't have anything fancy planned for the upcoming week though. Pretty much just the usual stuff. It's going to be like Boomer Shooter and visual novel read along and pretty much the AIM starter kit.
The AIM starter kit.
Yeah.
Pen and pending.
Yeah. So it's on.
Methinks I would draw a bedman.
Nice. Man, Bedman's win quotes or something else. They going for it.
I love it so much.
That's crazy. Nutty.
Let me get myself a reference folder. Bedman.
There we go. Finger gloves.
There we go.
Nice.
That is what I was looking for.
Reference acquired. Another thing that's just a little bit silly is until like, I want to say maybe 2 years ago, I spent a long time just being like way too lazy to use reference for pictures, and I really regret it now because it helps so much being able to kind of learn things while you look at what's already there.
Using references is a-okay because I use them all the time.
Right. I was just so lazy. That's...
Draw a serious Bedman? No. No.
Right? No, that's basically how I remember Bedman. That's about right. Great Bedman. Once again, you've captured his essence in a way that I kind of.
There he is.
The Z's really pulled together. That's Bedman.
That's Bedman.
Right. Fantastic.
My man has to sleep because he's too smart.
Right. Exactly.
And then he woke up. And then he got turned into a statue and then...
Oh boy.
Whose fault was it? You wouldn't guess it was Happy Chaos.
I'm just gonna blame everything on Happy Chaos now.
It's like it was that man. It's like there were two that mans. It's like, yeah, the view of that man is Happy Chaos. He was, he was just, we do a little bit of trolling.
There we go. Oh boy. Okay, I've still got about 10 minutes left here, so I'm going to try to quickly slap down a Happy Chaos as well, since we're talking about it. Why not?
What am I going to do?
We're in the final stretch.
It's Bobo Kai time.
Oh yeah, I love Bobo Kai.
I was an avid Bobo Kai main.
Nice.
Because my friend mains Kai in every single game.
I see.
So I was like, you know what? Bobo Kai.
Gotcha. Man, Bobo Kai's awesome. I love Bobo Kai.
I miss him. I get it, he's just ahead now. But I don't care.
Right, we can make it work. If we can build
we
Potemkin...
can make him better. We can build him...
If we can build Potemkin a giant robot, then we can build Bobo Kai a bot.
Just like Venom, just like visit Zep. He's like, hey, can you give me a solid?
There you go. That's all we need. It took me 2 hours to stream. I drew Happy Chaos in 10 minutes, says he. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to be the most fantastic Happy Chaos we've ever seen, but I'll attempt to capture his essence as best I can. Looks like you got a good face going on there. You really capturing what makes Bobo Kai. That's for sure. Man, I love
Bobo Kai's just an unhinged man.
Right. He has some great win quotes.
I love his win quotes.
Yeah.
I just find the concept funny that fucking Illyria was like, well, Kai's our best soldier. Why not make thousands of Kai?
Exactly. I love it. It's fantastic.
And then they all failed.
Right?
Except for one. But that's because he was a malfunctioned unit.
Alright. Oh boy. You got a lot of screen time back in X2, but it's been quite a while. Yep.
I want him to call me a shithead.
We all miss. Right, let's see. This is about how I remember Happy Chaos.
I'll draw a little Zato one as well, why not?
Nice. That's a perfect Robo Kai you got there. I love it. Alright. Here we go. I love. Oh man, his little creature is pretty fun. I love
Oh yeah, right, Eddie.
Yeah.
I got it. I got this.
Oh sweet. There we go. Nice. That's basically how. Oh man.
There we go.
Perfect. Looks exactly right. I like it.
Looking a bit sussy, Sato.
I guess when you come from the when you're part of the Assassin's Guild, it just comes naturally. Let's see. Okay, well, I think we're pretty close to full canvas. If you want to doodle anything else while I grab your link, you can feel free. But I think I'd like to throw your link back out there so that anyone who's not already following you for more fantastic art like this can get some. Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I've seen so many just Among Us Zato 1 memes in my timeline. It just lives in my head at this point.
I see.
I'll draw a quick Faust. That's what I'll do.
Nice.
While you're doing that.
Yeah. Let's see. Come to think of it, do you do commissions as well?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So be sure to check out Paru for that as well. Alright, there's the link. While I'm thinking about it, do you have anyone in mind who you're thinking about rating today, or would you like me to pick?
I can take a look.
Okay. Yeah, no rush. Just thinking about it. Looks like there's plenty of...
There's a Faust.
Yeah, there we go. Exactly. Faust, as we all remember.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Vera's live.
Okay, I like Vera.
Let's invade Vera.
Absolutely. Why not? And actually, it looks like they're playing Moon right now, which is a game I've really been meaning to try myself sometime. So let's see. All right. Well, then I'm ready to go with the raid as soon as you are. I thank you again for joining me and taking the time. It's nice to see
always down for art stream with anybody.
all these fun Guilty Gear pictures we got up here.
So you did draw a good Happy Chaos.
Yeah, actually, it turns out he's really fun to draw.
He is. He's just a fucking goblin.
What a fun guy. What a nice guy. Not a nice guy, but a fun guy.
I bet he hasn't killed anyone.
Right. Yeah. Just wants to, maybe give people the right to eliminate the entire universe or change it to their whim.
Just because he thought it would be interesting.
Yeah, right. That's just the way it is. Okay, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thanks again for joining me, and folks, if you're not already following Paru, be sure to do that. I'll go ahead and get the raid going now, I think. If you're interested, check back on Monday, and I am sure I will be doing a visual novel stream. And just watch Paru's Twitter, and it sounds like there will be all kinds of things coming up.
Random things, random events.
Alrighty. Let's go to Vera and say hi to them. Be nice. And everybody have a great rest of your Sunday as well. Alright. Take care, everyone. Let's see. Oop.